Welcome to the SOM Connect training video on updating your profile. In this video, I'll talk you through navigating to your profile, how you can update it, and what some of the more nuanced information is about different fields, whether they're public or private, and why it's helpful to add this information to your profile in SOM Connect, regardless of if that information is public or private. So I've just logged into the platform and it's taken me to the live feed as a de facto homepage. However, I'm going to navigate to the top right of the screen near my own image and click this dropdown. In doing so, it'll pull up a menu that allows me to navigate to my profile, the first step if we want to edit it. You can see a preview of your profile here now, and I'll scroll through mine quickly to give you a sense for it. I do want to highlight something important here, and that's this lock symbol. This lock symbol indicates information that you can see that other users on the platform cannot see. This information is helpful to upload because it adds this information to Yale's database, which again can be tremendously helpful in terms of Yale being able to understand the SOM alumni community. However, it won't be publicly viewable to other users on the platform. You can see mine right now, of course, because I'm sharing my screen with you. In scrolling down, we can see all of the different fields available for edit. But let's scroll back up to the top and talk through it. So every section of your profile has to be edited individually. So for example, you can see all of these different edit fields. To edit the content contained in each of these areas, you're going to have to click edit in that area. So we'll start with edit my profile. This is where you can do things like add an image, amend the cover picture in your profile, set your nickname and your last name. Your nickname is really your preferred name at Yale. It's what do you want fellow alumni and the school to call you, even if that's not your legal name. Additionally, you can set your primary location. This is really key because this is the location that will show up in the alumni directory search on the map. So you really want that to be updated and active. But once you're happy with everything here in terms of your profile, you can hit save, which will take you back to your profile page, and we'll talk through editing these different sections. So for example, if I wanted to edit things in this interest field, I could hit edit here. It's going to take away the edit functionality elsewhere and just allow me to interact with this interest field. So we have two key things, professional interests and affinity. By adding fields here, you'll be able to denote that you're interested in something, which will make it easier for fellow alums to find you when they're searching the alumni directory and also the school. So I'm interested in education, and I can add more than one here. So I'm also going to come back in and select the nonprofit sector. Just by clicking on this dropdown, I can see a list of options in each field. And again, you can add multiple if that's of interest. Now that I've added some, I'm going to hit save, and that will lock the interest field from further editing and open other fields back up for additional editing. So in scrolling down, I noticed that there's an incorrect name in the preferred full name field here. My middle name is not, in fact, John. So I'm going to remove that from my profile by hitting edit in the personal details field, removing that in the field. I'll do a quick glance through everything else, and it looks fine. And again, once we've come in to edit a field, it will show which fields are private. So again, that lock, when we're not editing a field, denotes privacy, and then we get this helpful tooltip that confirms that. So just a reminder, the locks are only viewable by you, and everything else not identified with a lock, like my pronouns, my preferred pronouns, are visible to everyone on the platform. So when we save, again, that tooltip will go away, but that's what that lock means. Scrolling down, we can continue to edit other areas like maybe employment address. Mine looks fine for now. Employment details, again, mine looks fine. But if you wanted to go in, at which I'll show you, I'll click on this edit field, you can add some granularity. Let's say your industry, you wanted to reflect multiple industries and what your job does, you can add up to 4 to your industry field. So that's really helpful. And then also I want to just make one quick comment about education. So we have 2 education fields here, the non-Yale education and education. You should think of this education field as your Yale education field. I'm not an alum, so it doesn't have anything listed here, But for alums, this field will automatically be populated with your Yale degrees, whether it's your undergrad degree or your School of Management degree. So there's nothing to edit in this field because all this information is already known to the school. However, if you want to add information about your non-Yale education, say your undergrad, or perhaps you continue to get additional education after your degree at Yale School of Management, you could come in here and hit edit and add your undergrad degree or other non-Yale degrees that you have. This information is helpful to add because it's searchable in the alumni directory as well. So I hope this information about editing your profile was helpful. Hopefully it gives you a little bit better sense for what the information that's public and what's private will be. It's really important to have an updated profile on SOM Connect, as it's the primary way that other users on the platform will be able to find you, and also a great way to make sure the school is up to date on all of the most important and key information about you. With that, I'd like to remind you that you can always reach out to the Yale SOM Alumni Relations Office at Yale SOM Alumni at yale.edu with additional questions. A member of the Yale SOM Alumni Relations team will be more than happy to help assist you, whether it's with a question about updating your profile, about how your specific piece of data exists, or other questions on SOM Connect. Thank you.